Alright. Sorry for cutting off on you. But God dang it. Sorry, my sister wanted me to give up my password to my other phone. Anyways, let's watch this reaction video or finish watching it. Well, I think we'll watch the first two reactions videos. I'm so scared right now. I'm so scared. Can you tell how scared I am? Yeah, you're so scared, bro. Okay, we're good. Oh! It's only a fan, dude. It's just a fan.
Just a fan.
Come on, man.
Just a fan.
You can do it. It's just a fan.
I don't know about you, but every time the camera makes the sound to come up, I pee a little bit in my pants.
That's funny. I'll never get the bunny jump here because I ain't no coward.
What?
I'm a pro FNAF.
That's it?
I'm like,
That's it.
your boy's a pro FNAF.
Jump scare?
Dude, freaking get jump scare.
Bunny rabbit jump scare. Really? Really? Alright.
Why is it casting that
Oh god, it's so terrifying.
I like how the
There's the bunny rabbit, shut my door.
he's like, he got a little country accent.
Man, this is truly compelling gameplay.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm almost out of power. 11% and it's 5 a.m. I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Oh, please don't get me Freddy. Please don't get me Freddy.
Won't get me on night 3 because I heard some.
Is
like
this what it takes to get views on YouTube?
There's your content.
Patrick. Hello, Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, where fear is our middle name. Matthew Fear Patrick. It's a very strange name. Okay, I'll admit it, I didn't give Five Nights at Freddy's enough credit when it first came out. A few jump scares from creatures that, aren't that scary. People overreacting to it on YouTube.
I ain't scared of the power out Freddy, but I am scared of the illusion that sometimes the when they're at the door they drop me a little, but I ain't to the point when they're screaming.
Meh, pass. But then when I asked you about it, you showed overwhelming support for an episode on the game on Twitter, so I began to dig a little deeper and deeper. And what I found was some of the most interesting storytelling, most intriguing mysteries, and most disturbing events I'd read about in a long time. No, straight through 5 days, the story would actually come across as pretty superficial. You're the new night guard watching the security cameras at a Chuck E. Cheese-style restaurant called Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. 4 animatronics roam the halls at night because the owners don't want their servos to lock up. Bad news is, you can't let them near you or else they'll kill you on the spot because you look like a naked endoskeleton. Ow, ow, show them those circuits. Apparently, one of them bit someone back in 87, presumably 1987, and the past guard leaves you recorded phone messages to act as your tutorial. That is, as much as he could record before he got himself killed. And that's it. Stay 5 nights, collect your paycheck, done, game over, play something new. But playing it that way is doing the game a huge disservice, because that's not even scratching the surface. If you're really observant, you start to unravel the layers of unsolved mysteries around this place. You find that there's a 5th animatronic, that posters on the wall will change randomly, that news clippings appear and disappear, telling the dark secrets of this twisted place. Putting it all together, here's the rest of the story. Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
If y'all want me to get all the newspaper clippings and then read them to you, I'll do that.
Once a popular restaurant fell into hard times when 5 children went missing there.
Again, screenshot them, and then read you all the newspaper clippings as best I possibly can because of the camera static.
After being lured to a back room by a man dressed in a character costume. Though a suspect was caught and convicted, the bodies of the children were never recovered. The pizzeria was also threatened with shutdown due to sanitation complaints, as foul odors started to come from the animatronics, blood and mucus oozing from their eyes and mouths. The last article, written years after the incident, states that the pizzeria would finally be closed by year end. In addition to the core 4 robots, Chica, Bonnie, Freddy, and Foxy, there's also a fifth, unofficially referred to as Golden Freddy. Ignoring the rules of physics, Golden Freddy appears and disappears at will, can inexplicably travel through doors, wherever, cause...
Sounds like a little bit of it. It sounds like Death Battle a bit. Not gonna lie. Like, you watch Death Battle, like, it like explains what the character does. Break out, use my suit. Clearly love, I don't see any paper towels. Well, now my hand sleeve is wet, my wrist sleeve is wet. I also need to go to the bathroom, but I'll hold it in until the end of the stream.
Strange hallucinations. And when he attacks you, you're not taken to the typical game over screen. Your game crashes. So that's unsettling. And there's also strange messages appearing on the walls, repeating the words, "It's me." According to the game's creator, the place is indeed haunted by what we can only assume to be the spirits of the 5 lost children. So that's the gist of it. Murder, missing children, foul odors, killer robots, and pizza. But that story leaves a lot of lingering questions. Who is your character? How's he fit in? Why does he stay for 5 nights when he's very clearly confronting the possibility of death? What more can we know about this terrifying Golden Freddy? And most importantly, what is the complete story behind 5 Nights at Freddy's? They're all good questions about a delightfully incomplete and mysterious story with just enough threads to keep you theorizing. So now, if you'll indulge me, let me reciprocate that story with one of my own. I think you'll find it interesting. December.
Okay, this is a disturbing warning. If you get really creeped out and disturbed, why I highly recommend that you do not watch this part of the video. Instead, when the live stream's over, skip through it or leave. Once again, I can't say y'all if y'all chatting or not, but sorry.
1993, Aurora, Colorado. 10 p.m. Tuesday night at a local Chuck E. Cheese. After a family birthday party runs long, manager Margaret Kohlberg and teenage employees Sylvia Crowell, Ben Grant, Colleen O'Connor, and Bobby Steve.
Okay. I have a challenge for y'all. One of these people have my name. If y'all can guess my name right, then good job. You know my real name. Anyways, let's continue.
Stevens are forced to stay late to close up shop. But as Margaret tallies receipts in the back, Bobby scrubs down the kitchen, and the other 3 work outside in the main arcade. Unknown to any of the 5, there's actually a 6th person locked in the building with them, waiting silently in the darkened restrooms. A 19-year-old named Nathan Dunlap. Earlier that year, Nathan had begun working there as a cook, dough master, before getting fired in July after a disagreement over his...
I'm predicting that's like his Xbox Live username. You know, they call me the Dough Master. XXX_Dough Master 550. Or XXX_Dough Master 160. You know, I trash kids and Black Ops 2 and, you know, not quick 90s, that's Fortnite was like bang back in the Xbox 5 days, but, yo, I'm freaking trash talking Cold War, and, after games for, and get tons of freaking money, get tons of heist stones on GTA Online, because GTA Online was back on the Xbox 360, if they're online.
Hours. Now, 5 months later, he was back.
He always comes back. He always comes back. Okay, for right now, this part, quiet and serious.
10:05, he left the bathroom, pulled out a small caliber handgun, and proceeded to execute everyone in the building. First Sylvia, then Ben, then Colleen. Dunlap then moved to the kitchen, where he surprised Bobby Stevens. The bullet entered Bobby's jaw, sending him sprawling onto the ground. Then finally, Nathan moved to the back, the office, where Margaret opened the safe before Nathan shot her twice, proceeded to grab her bag, filling it with $1,600 in cash, arcade tokens, and keychains. Spurred on by the building security footage, police were at his home a few hours later, where he was promptly arrested. Eventually, he was tried and sentenced to death, but his story re-entered the news just recently as his punishment has been postponed, leading people to debate whether he's able to sleep soundly, knowing that his execution has been delayed. This is a tragic story, a disgusting waste of human life, and one that I won't joke about or make fun of in any way, but
True. It is sad and tragic how those 5 people got shot with a small handgun by Master. No, I should have said his worker name. Like, it's very tragic. It's very serious. If y'all heard this for the first time or seen or probably read about it the first time, you'd probably be shocked about it too. Don't joke at like, oh my god, a purple guy. I was just joking about the killer himself. I ain't joking about the victims who were dead. Okay? I ain't that type of person. But I don't like joking around about this, okay? Things like this really is serious. And that leads me to the point that should I make fun of this for the sole purpose of the content, or should I not make fun of it for the sole purpose of letting people know I care for these people? I don't do this for content, guys. I do it because I'm in love with the franchise, and also I do it for y'all. Either 30 or 29 of y'all. Anyways, the people who stayed on my channel, they watch my videos from time to time, I appreciate those people. Okay? I even have like someone comment on my 30 sub special, a whole paragraph of how they say I reached a good milestone, say congratulate me, and they'll see me in the top 100. I'll take a screenshot of it. I'll show y'all it. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but we're just gonna finish watch this video, and then we'll watch. You know what? I don't think we'll watch one more. Now, if I watch FNAF Not Scary, I'll get mega claimed.
Vaping made my anxiety worse.
It held me in that sad place.
Yeah, man, guys, don't fake. I forgot to shoot too fast.
I did it!
You did it. You made me get a skippable ad.
Suspicion that this story is the one that inspired Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's look at the facts. First, I don't think that there's any doubt that Freddy's is a parody of Chuck E. Cheese. From the singing animatronics to the alliterative naming of the characters, the parallels are just obvious, so the setting is certainly the same. Next, what year does Five Nights take place? The time is certainly kept vague, but there are clues that we can put together. For one, the Chuck E. Cheese franchise had a tremendous period of growth and success in the late 80s and early 90s, but started to decline along the same time as arcades, with at-home video game consoles taking center stage. So that's one clue, but we can get even more detailed, specifically with your character's paycheck. Each night you're working a 6-hour shift, and you're spending 5 nights there. So that's 30 hours of total work time for 120
If I heard something.
bucks. In total, $4 an hour. How can they do that? That's below minimum wage for 2014. But in 1990, minimum wage was $3.80. In 1991, it was raised to $4.25. And by 1996, you were looking at about $5 an hour. So the game seems to take place between 1991 and 1996. The Nathan Dunlap story took place in 1993. But let's move on to the most important comparison, the victims. In the game, there were 5 5 child victims. In the real-life story, there were also 5 victims. But we can get even more specific. Online theories about the game always tend to draw a parallel between the number of kids missing to the number of animatronics, saying that the children's bodies were stuffed in the various suits. And this appears to be true. Bonnie and Chica both have moans and raspy breath sound effects, as though someone's trying to cling to the last threads of their lives stuffed inside the costumes. And other sounds made by the animatronics are just slowed down versions of children's laughs and screams. Additionally, as the news clipping mentions, the suits ooze blood and mucus and begin to stink, like decaying bodies or reanimated corpses. So 5 victims, 5 suits. Seems like a slam dunk. But nowhere does it say that all 5 were murdered, only that they went missing and couldn't be found. Also, the trouble a lot of people have with this theory is Golden Freddy. Why is that guy so limp and lifeless? So unlike the others. It's weird, until you go back to the real-life story. Yes, there were 5 people shot that night in Chuck E. Cheese, which matches the 5 victims in Freddy's story, but of those, 1 survived. Bobby, the one from the kitchen, miraculously survived the shot to his jaw. After he was knocked to the floor by the bullet, he went limp, played dead, to avoid the killer coming back to finish the...
I think this is like a reference to the actual game, because in second night, or is it third? Either way, I think it's the third night, yeah. In the third night, one guy said, if they see you, try playing dead. You know, go limb. That's what he did. And that's what he survived and got his killer in jail. Which, I like to make that quick comparison. Like, if you ever get shot and then somehow survive, try playing dead, okay? Like, I ain't saying this, like, don't actually do it. But if you're in a situation like that, try, like, faking your death. Like, try pretending you were dead. That's so the killer could leave. And then, like, you know, heal up your wound and then get revenge on your killer, you know, get payback.
Job. And that relates exactly to the advice you're given on night 3 by...
See? Even he says it. That dude even says it. Even Mappat says it himself.
Dead, you know, go limp.
Again, let me reiterate that I'm not trying...
I want to get this, but I can't.
You only have it.